All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. So, I want to get into this, man, because shout out to the, one, we're spiritually alive and, like, naturally alive, too, man. That's really important, man, not to take that for granted each and each day that the Most High in your house shall lets us see another day, man. But honestly, too, man, because shout out to the brother of Assembly of Firstborn last night's classes because it's crazy. Because before that, um, what the class last night, the video last night, um, I was just thinking about this earlier yesterday morning, man. How like honestly, man, how South like what it is too. It is how it's so important to be self validated, man. Like because even we gonna talk about most importantly aspect of faith, honestly, because it really doesn't matter like if other people like believe or not, honestly, man. As long as you believe, that's just is what it is, and that's what Yahweh Shah told the no, where's that at in John 9? Because we're gonna bounce around a little bit on this topic, man. Because we live in such a society that like it's very contentious or very like, especially in this Western world, like like we can't we want to convince people all the time, man. Honestly, like that's what like even like with even both genders, right? With the whole like something like the pop the balloon thing, right? That's just like something like that, like or it just as they say, or quote unquote dating, like convince somebody to like you, man. They fool with you, they gonna fool with you, man. They going because listen, your house shot didn't have to. No, let's look at that real quick. Your house shot Christ, man. He didn't have to, you know, convince, the 12 his disciples to walk with him. They just saw off rip that this was the way. They felt the spirit. They knew this was he was real, man. He was solid. So yeah, man. They didn't even have to do all that, man. Um, so yeah, yep. Um, yeah, Matthew chapter 4 verse 18. It says, "And Yahushua walking by the sea of Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, Andrew's brother, casting the net into the sea, and they were fishers." Verse 19, and he said, "Follow me, I'll make you fishers of men." And straightway they left their nets and followed them. See that? They just left. They rocked on them, man. They was just down. They was just down. With him, man. It's crazy. I just saw this clip, right? It was this. I guess it's this guy. He's Arab. He was Ishmaelite. He was Arabic. He does this like he had a little pop or bodega store, as they call it in New York. He had a little corner store, and he does like skits, whatever, like through the glass. But it's this one sister that I guess she was attracted to him. She liked him, but yeah, I guess he was kind of like trolling her, kind of like pranking her, saying, "Listen, I'm about to get deported, things of that nature. I need to marry somebody to stay here, but I had to go back home, live there for a few years, and I just need somebody married. But if you come with me, you can't see your family for a few years." But the sister said, "Okay." Like I'm okay with that. Like she didn't hesitate at all. But even the comments saying, "Yeah, man, that's rare to find somebody that's genuinely like down with you." Honestly, now what she was playing out, but from what I saw, that she was serious because she was really she liked him. So it's just is what it is. She was down with his plans, what he had going on. Honestly, like had he been serious, she probably would have done that. Honestly, so it's just stuff like that, man. People rock with you; they're just gonna rock with you, man. Just like how Shah with his disciples, with the with his 12, with his disciples, man. It is what it is. But yeah, let's get that in John real quick, man. I'm gonna try to find it, but if I can't find this, cool. We're gonna go somewhere else. Yeah. Um. Mm-hmm. Where's it at? Yeah. Okay. John chapter 9 verse 35. I ain't read this in a minute, but it says uh. No, okay, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, it's cool, man. But yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, pretty much what Yahushua said. He said, "Man, do you believe that's all that matters, man?" But let's get this in Job, because here's the thing with that, man. That like about to be validated and stamped, like in the faith, man. Because honestly, let's get to Job 19 real quick, man. Because the most important thing is what Job says here, man. He says, I know my Redeemer lives. You know what they're talking about, Yahushua, man, Most High Yahushua. But he, for most importantly, it said here, Job 19, verse 25, it said, I know that my Redeemer liveth. That he shall stand in the latter day upon the earth. So see that, and that happened with Yahushua, of course, man. And after even Hebrews, that's why Hebrews 1 and verse 1 says that now the Most High Yahushua is going to speak through his sons. In the ancient world, like they spake through prophet, because we that real we share with Eddie Griffin. This is because people say, oh man, why can't we see miracles, or we can't, one, if you spiritually, you can't hear the Most High in your house, hear their voice in the spirit, but now he's going to speak to us through his word, honestly, now. So that's the reason why. And Second Ezra 1 goes into that, but that's going into something else. But let's go into this again. It says, for I know that my Redeemer liveth, and in the latter he shall stand upon, let me read this again. Job 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand in the latter day upon the earth. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is with that, man, honestly. So let's go to Romans 3, verse 3, man. Because that's all that matters, man. And we cleave to to ones that do believe, man. No matter what background they come from, man. That's just it. Because all the umbrella is the Most High Yahushua, man. So it is what it is, man. So yeah. For Romans chapter 3, verse 3, man, it says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh of effect? Yeah, hell no. I remember the brother from GMS read the scripture some years ago. He said, hell no, and that's a fact, man. No, it's because you don't believe that makes it not true, man. You better go ahead with that, man. As long as that you believe individually, all that matters, man. Because I know, especially for brothers and sisters, can get discouraged first coming in the word, and you present the information to them, and and your people, you want them to receive it, man. But that's up to the Most High House, because they do calling and choosing. But but you kind of get discouraged and down and hurt, man. But as long as you believe, and I know, because I've been there. Other brothers and sisters have been there, and still might be going through that. But it's listen, that's up to the Most High House. It's nothing that because what did he say to Ezekiel, man? They don't listen to me. They not listen to Most High House. They not listen to God Himself, the Most High Himself. They're not gonna listen to flesh and blood, man. They're not gonna listen to you, honestly. So it is what it is. Even if they hypothetically they did, that's a problem, because why y'all listen to even for me personally, I'll have a problem with that. I was listen, why are you listening to me, man? Honestly, no, listen to him, honestly. They even on here, man. That's just is what it is. Because I had conversations like that with people, man. It's no, they, when I was kind of out and about, telling people about the word, it's no, what do you think? The Bible, the word aside, it's man, thus saith the Lord. That's what it is. Now, of course, this is nuanced, balanced type of thing, because on here, right, we're all human. We're all, we all have our opinions on things, right? Because a lot of times here, that's why here, I say I speak as a man on certain things. It's my opinion, but at the end of the day, man, like that Sirach 3 says, man, many have been deceived by the opinion of vain opinion, man. So that's just what it is. So on things, but specifically matters on the word and things of that nature, man. So it really matters what the Most High House, I think, says. But yeah, let's read this again. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Absolutely not, man. So yeah, man, because he contrary to popular belief, man, the Most High Yahushua does not care if you believe in him. He doesn't, man. They don't. Honestly, it is what it is. Because it says in Timothy, the 2 Timothy right here, man, he can't deny himself. It is what it is. Saying the same thing as Romans 3 and 3 says. It's all right, cool. You don't believe, fine. It just doesn't matter. Because people think that they're really doing something to the Most High Yahushua when they just don't believe, or they just they do not. Because it's too. It's just there's certain, because that's why in these dynamics, man, it's similar to like women thinking they're the prize, honestly, and like that's why Jeremiah 6:2, I compare Israel to a woman. They think a lot of times this Western society, like they feel we're taught that women are the prize and this and that nature, man. But most women, they're not used to coming across with a man with a purpose, because like that's why Conor McGregor's wife stayed with him, man, because she knew that he was going to do this whether she was there or not, man. And most like Western liberal women, like they're not used to that, man. So it's the same thing in the spiritual aspect. We're just using that in natural with the Most High house shot, man. People aren't used to that. People like, all right, cool, you don't believe me, you don't want this, fine, go ahead. People want them to, because how many clips I seen, probably you brothers and sisters seen, like it was a skit, but like I think it was a skit, but I think it was serious, but I think it was a skit, but it was a brother, Jake brother, he approached a woman, was trying to like get with her, and she said no, and and she said no, I'm not interested. Then he said okay, cool. Then she stopped and paused. She said, wait, you're not gonna like try, you're not gonna like fight for me, or not fight for me, you're not gonna quote unquote, as they say, apply pressure. Like, why? No, you said you weren't interested in fine, I'm gonna go ahead, man. And a lot of times, speaking on that, man, because movies and TV, then like kind of like program us in that way to do that, man. Because like the brother at sent me first one always says, man, that perfect example of family matters, man. No, you go with the people that actually rock with you, man, because this be both men and women, but especially like since we talking about this, because like cause Steve Urkel, man, he wanted Myra, kept chasing Myra, but when he had Laura that was down with him, like the whole time. I might be getting the characters mixed up, but yeah, he had a woman that liked him for him the whole time, man. Why you worry about her that keep chasing her when you got somebody that's down for you right here, man? Now that's what a lot of times people make the most of the bad decisions on that. Even I'm speaking as the aspect of men, man, because like, listen, okay, because people don't realize things are a trade off, man. Because honestly, yeah, like because women they want that, like most liberal Western women, they want that quote unquote traditional man, but they gotta realize it's a trade-off. But he's not gonna put you first, honestly, especially a man of honor and respect. Well, no, you could get that man. No, here's the thing. No, I'm tripping. You can get that man that wants you to that you want him to fall in quote unquote love with you, or want to be obsessed with you. But it is a trade-off, but you're not gonna respect him. Just like for on the other side with a man, like you can get that woman that she looks drop dead gorgeous in her body, things of that nature, but she's gonna be evil as hell, honestly, for the most part. She's gonna not those other areas are gonna like well, it's not gonna add up, honestly, for real. So this just is what it is, man. But I'm kind of digressing, but back to the point, man. It says 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 13. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful. He cannot deny himself. Exactly, man. So it just is what it is, man. Because most people are like, because most people want the Most High house shot, like to chase them down, or they can think they could do whatever they want, and he'll just like he'll be back. He'll be waiting. No, he won't, man. Honestly. So, because that's what it says in the word. What did Tobit say? They that sin against their life, sin against sin in their life, they sin against their own. No, let's just get that real quick. Then go get second Esdras. Tobit 12:10. It says, "But they that sin are enemies against their own life." Exactly. And let's get the second Esdras real quick. It says, "For all the unfaithful," second Esdras 15 verse 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." So yeah, man. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, man. As long as you believe, that's what really matters, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So much love to you, brothers and sisters. So peace.